Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk to me, funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Well, it is called Little Disasters, coming to Paramount Plus, and Diane is lovely to join us this morning. How are you doing?
Very well. Hi.
Look, first of all, congratulations on the series. You know, I know that when people don't realize the hard work, the dedication, the long hours, the sitting around, the hurry up and wait, especially of a limited series and doing something like this. So I'm sure it's great for you, for people to finally be able to see the product and see all the hard work come to life.
Yeah, it's definitely been a labor of love. You know, it wasn't an easy role in terms of just the emotional extremities I had to go through every single day. But I feel like it's a show worth watching. It'll keep you on your toes. And I don't recall having seen a show that really brings this authentic sense of what it means to be a parent to the screen and being a mother. So yeah, hopefully people will like it.
So is that what stood out to you when you first, were reading through the scripts or talked to Ruth Fowler, the creator? I don't know what the conversations may have been like. Was that what the appeal was? Like, wow, I haven't seen a show like that.
Yeah. So I hadn't read the book. I got the scripts, or the first 3 scripts, really. And it was such a page turner. I was like, what is wrong with Jess? Like, what's going on? And I wanted to find out what happened to baby Betsy. And as the scripts unravel, or the show unravels, it just got darker and darker and more complex with the other female characters and relationships. And it just felt like a very honest look at what it is to be a parent and what it means for your relationship and female friendships and for yourself. I just loved it.
Is it when you have a show like this where you have the 6 episodes, like in a movie or a film, it's the 3 acts, it's 2 hours, the character arcs kind of almost have to be expedited just because of that's what it is, right? I mean, it's the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have these 6 episodes and you're able to slow play the character turns and really understand the psychology at a little bit of a deeper level, that must be kind of more fun to play with at times.
I don't know if it's more fun, but it is definitely a more in-depth look of a character that you can explore. No doubt about that. It's also exhausting because often, you don't shoot a show in order. It's all over the place. So in the morning you shoot episode 1 and then you're on to episode 6. So the emotional journey that you make within a day can be truly extreme, believe me, especially in this show. And so it's exhausting, and not all the episodes are always written from the get-go. So it evolves. So it feels like every day you're putting out 1,000 fires. You're just trying to work and focus on what hasn't been done, what already has been done, what's seen now is redundant. Like, it's just never ending.
But yeah, that's where like the script supervisors and everybody are really become your best friend. Like, can you tell me where
For
I am
sure.
right now? I'm not sure what's going
Yeah.
on. Do you wish that it was ever shot like linearly? I've never asked anybody that, but
Yes.
would it make it better?
Yes. 100% yes.
It's like a play, right? Like a stage play. It's, it's done in the way it's written is the way that it's done. So you don't have to have this kind of mental gymnastics you're going through for a show like Little Disaster.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
As far as this goes, when you work on a show like this, is it able to be collaborative? Because it's based on, a novel. It's these 6 very succinct episodes of this show that we want to tell the story. But is there still room for collaboration where you can go and talk to either the writers, showrunners, and say, hey, I think Jess maybe would play it differently in this perspective, or maybe this doesn't make as much sense, or having those conversations?
Well, the honest answer to that is it depends on the showrunner and the producers. I have had both to be true. In my opinion, coming from an actor's point of view, an actor will always try to argue through that character's arc and what you've been playing and what you think the character should be. And in my experience, collaboration is always better because I'm not always right? So that same is true for a writer or for a director. But it just depends. On this one, it was a little bit of both. There were moments of where we had a lot of input just because the scripts weren't written, especially episode 6. And then others where they just felt like, no, it needed to be this, so it depends.
Yeah, it can go either way, right? It can go either way. So do you have, when you're thinking about Jess, especially if the 6 episodes not written, are you kind of writing it in your head? Like, do you write like, this is where I see this payoff coming. This is how I see maybe a finale approaching. This is what I would like to have happen. Or do you have to block all that out and just allow the writers to do whatever they're going to do and then kind of then take it from there?
Yeah, I don't write it. What my suggestions as an actor would be, we're leaving episode 2 on this mental state. So when we see her again in 3, let's remember this is where I'm coming from, and this is, how far she could push it. But I don't want to influence the writing. I'm just trying to bring it all together, because sometimes you can write something and it's great, but it doesn't feel quite right with what you've just shot yesterday, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, that's what I just find kind of fascinating, especially in the medium of television and a limited series. I think it's just, again, it allows more time to play around in the sandbox. What do you feel like you related to most with Jess, though? Was there something about her that was your entry point into the pathology and the mindset of the character?
I had a lot of empathy for her. I feel like she's very embarrassed. She's embarrassed to admit that she is struggling, and she is so scared to admit what's going on in her head. And she is so hard on herself. And not that I had that experience, but I think every parent is. Every mother wants what's best for her kid, and we all try to be these perfect mothers, which we also all know that that's impossible, but we still die trying, and that mom guilt is so real. I cannot stress to you enough how real it is. No matter if you have help or you don't have help, it doesn't matter. It's there. And, I think it's tough to wanting to project this image of, oh, motherhood comes easy to me and I strive in it. And it's, that's what I do when you're so struggling and everybody just looks at you and judges you for, how can you? You're not working, right? You're in your nice house and everything's great. Like, who are you to struggle? And that's very real.
When did you, for this show, feel most like in character for Jess? And the reason I asked that is I was speaking to Judy Greer, another actress for a project, and she said that she feels the most like her character when she goes through costume. When she gets into costume, that really locks her in, and she feels like, okay, I know the lines, I know the backstory, but now I feel the character. Do you have a particular moment where you start to go, I feel like Jess in this moment? Is it when you wake up? Is it when you step on the set? Is there a time that actually continues to happen for you?
It's usually in the prep. I take a lot of time, even if I'm working on something else, but just really trying to see what the character feels like for me. Yes, the costumes always help. It's also makeup. Like in this instance, they make me look pretty drab in most scenes, which can be incredibly depressing 3 months in, looking worse stepping into the makeup trailer than when you first walked in. It's usually the once you've gone through the works and you're sitting in your trailer and you're just waiting for the day to begin, where you shut off your phone and you're just sitting learning lines or going over your lines, and once they knock on that door, you feel ready to do that. It's taken me a long time to be ready for that, especially in television where you don't have the luxury of many takes and you just got to be ready.
Yeah, it's a different muscle, right? Like it's a different muscle. You have to really bring it, in the day, because you have to shoot all these things. And where a film, you have whatever it might be, 4 months or what have you. Sometimes they're shooting these episodes in a week, 2-week schedule, and it's like, bam, you got to crank it out. Do you take a lot of notes though on the scripts when you're sitting there? Do you write in the margins? Do you try to figure things out? I'm going to play it this way, or is that too difficult? And you have to wait till you're actually there with your scene partner to figure out what the energy of the scene is going to be?
Yeah, I take notes when I first get the script of things that I don't think are right. But then once I come to set, I try to be as open as I possibly can, because I don't know what my fellow actor is going to do. And I want to be open. I just want to be able to react and live that moment.
Has there been like a singular piece of direction throughout your career, not just on this show, but of anyone, that really gave you that eureka light bulb moment of, oh, this makes sense to me now? Like one specific piece of direction that really helped you look at the role or look at the profession in a different way?
So many people. Every time you work with an actor who's has more experience, and you just observe how they approach the work. Quentin Tarantino comes to mind because he's the first one who really told me about my character's backstory for hours at end, even though you don't see it, but really informed, where Bridget von Hammersmark was coming from, how she grew up. And I've kept that sort of on. I do that for every character now, whether or not you'll ever see it. But I make a director make up a story for me.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I love it. Well, you know what? Congratulations to you and to the series.
Thank you.
Phenomenal work. Can't wait to see what you do next, Diane. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Nice day.
Bye-bye.